seeing and hearing some of the audio here. They have the booster on the launch mount. I'm going to unplug the audio so you can hear it. They just opened the road about 20 minutes ago. Hey Tony, good morning. All right. Here. Yeah, they just opened the road, so Kim down. I think the Chopsticks are opening. Hey Rose, morning. Yeah, the booster it's on the over launch platform, so they moved it up between that 2 and that time frame between 2 a.m. and now. Hey, Paul, there was a word last night from Tom, another gentleman here. He was saying they had only the 20 engines on the outside ring of the booster. So if anything, they'll be going for a 20 engine static fire, unless they install some Raptors wallets up there. Let me check something out here. It's not easy to make that appear vertical. The booster and the tower simultaneously. So one of them is going to have to look angled. But they are both they're both vertical. It is possible that the booster might not be entirely vertical, but it does appear vertical. I think it's just a trick of the eye, a trick of the camera. As I zoom out, it looks a little bit more vertical. Hi, Kay. Good morning. If any of you are wondering what model I'm using for here at Ocean Camera Space Corp, the model I'm following is a Dan Pena. So if you have any hopes, aspirations, or if you have your own business or whatever, or if you're just wondering, yeah, Dan Pena, D-A-N, Dan Pena is my business model. You can check him out on YouTube, or he's got a website also. I think as they release that pressure that we're seeing there, then the chopsticks can open more. It's kind of like a hydraulic thing. So I think the venting we're seeing below is allowing them to open the chopsticks more. That's what I put together. Those two events are related. Hey John, morning. Yep, that's correct, John. Hey, Paul. Elon put out a tweet yesterday. They're looking at the end of February, March timeframe. They've said stuff like that before, but it was September of 2021. So it's not a good indicator for when a launch might be, but it does mean we probably won't have a launch before then. End of February, early, otherwise March. So, I mean, it could be several years from now, but at least we know it's not going to be next week. You know. All right, so they're rotating the chopsticks to the right there. You can, we can definitely see that instead of being directly overhead now, the chopsticks are moving to the right here. So that's what they've been doing during this interim. They're rotating the chopsticks to the right. Maybe they're getting ready to pick up the Starship or something. Otherwise, just stow it to the right there. Maybe they'll start moving those chopsticks down and get them ready to maybe grab the Starship in the future. That'd be my guess. They're looking probably, if the guy was correct from the late December 20th timeframe, 2022, then we'd be looking at a stacking is the next thing. But yeah, they could also be going for a static fire of the 20 engines. So. Yeah, it's safe to say that the calendar has changed, you know, for sure. Because the 6th, nothing happened on the 6th, so definitely things have changed. Hey Ken, from Florida, good day to you. Eduardo, no, not today. I don't think they'll stack it today. That's just too soon. Iron, Iron, Iron Fist. Good morning. Let's see. Yep. Hey, Sandur. Wow. I believe the venting we're seeing at the bottom there, that it was most intense when they were rotating the chopsticks. When this was super intense, they were doing that maneuver, rotating the chopsticks up there outward. Yeah, so it's just about 7-ish in the morning here, and they had a road closure from 2 a.m. until 5 or so a.m. Or afterwards, because the road closure the road opened around, I don't know exactly what time, but about 20 minutes before the start of this live stream is when the road opened. So. You can subscribe to have text notifications from the county at the Cameron County website. There's a phone number you can text, and then they'll send you a text message when they open and close the road. I got a notification when they closed it just as early this morning, and then when they opened it, I got another text notification. Sometime after 6 this morning, I think. I get some other shots around the site here. Get some other shots. We got green lights on the tower, which means it's in good condition. It's not dangerous, so different people can approach it who work on site. That's a good thing. Out here to the tank farm on the left, we got some green lights as well. There aren't any tankers coming in yet. Over to the right, we got pretty much no work vehicles yet. There were some people waiting over there at the gate at the suborbital tank farm to get into the launch site. So it looks like the main gate here is open, so they are back to work here. You could say the gate is open over there, but there aren't really many people back here at the launch site working and stuff because the parking lot is mostly open. So going that way. And Starship 24 is still back there. Looks like they finished work. And maybe we'll see that get moved around today. Hey, Ophelia. Tony says gravity will bring the chopsticks down. Okay, and you're correct. Thanks for mentioning that. We're seeing them move now. Good call. Tony. They are moving right now, actually. We're about the 9th of, I believe today's the 9th of January 2023. My name is Paul S. Mamakos with the Ocean Carrier Space Corp. And we're looking at booster 7 on the left and on the platform, and booster 9, I believe, is on the right there, not on the platform. So that's the situation we're at. Booster 24 is over by pad B, and we have yet to do a orbital launch or a suborbital orbital speed launch to Hawaii. That's still upcoming, and that's the situation so far 2023. Also in the news at this time frame is Elon had just bought Twitter, and there's some news releases coming around about some of the goings on at Twitter over the last several years between the corporate and the government agencies. So there's been some colluding and shenanigans with the people who have had control of certain things over at Twitter, as well as different government agencies. And Elon has been having the Twitter files get released. So we're seeing some of the ramifications of the exposing of the corruption in the government and at Twitter, the old Twitter. So Elon now owns Twitter, and he's showing some transparency as far as what has been going on at Twitter. So. And in my opinion, Twitter is just the tip of the iceberg. It's just one of the, it's just one of many things going on today. But you know, people have to learn, kids have to learn, and as people become more awake and aware to the realities of the multiple realities of the universe, and we will expose more and more of the corruption, and we'll do better as a people. We'll do better. At the very bottom of the tower, there is a peg that the Chopstick will rest on. if you've been here, well, excuse me for saying this, but yeah, at the very bottom, the chopsticks will come down and rest right at the bottom. Right at the bottom here, there's a jut out of a piece of metal, and the chopsticks sit on that. So that's how far down they're going to go, unless they hold them up higher up. The base piece of the chopsticks will rest on that bottom jut out section right over there. Yeah, it's a good question, Madera. Maderic. Asks if they need the Starship on top to do the static fire of the 33 engine Raptors. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I think they would want to. They'd probably want to do that test before they go for the full launch, but I don't know. All right, they're gearing up with more of that venting coming out, so they're going to be doing another big move soon. I think something's going to be happening. They're doing a lot more venting, so that usually, at least recently, that meant something. So we'll see if that means something again. I'm going to unplug the mic so you get some ambient sound. All right, so maybe that's a counterweight. The Starship on top would be a counterweight. That sounds good. First I'm hearing of that, Maderic, so thanks for sharing that info. All right, the quick disconnect is almost at the back of the booster now too. They just put that out. So maybe that's what we just saw there. I'd have to go back in the live stream, but the quick disconnect has come out next to the top there, the booster. Let me get that shot. That's kind of cool. You can see there just to the bottom of that thing, there is another venting of something. Maybe that's some methane or something. They are venting not only whatever that smokestack is, they got something else continuously venting over there, right down there. You only live once, right? So risk your life at least once every day. Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for the thanks. Good stuff. We started the stream at night. It was still dark out, so it's not as easy to see the display. So I'm not responding so much to the comments and stuff. But I will keep live streaming until they do something here. So. I've got a strange question. I'll have to check out the responses later. So we're looking at Booster 7. If heaven exists, where in heaven would you want to go? That's something that was just occurring to me, some of the other things I've done. If you were to show someone heaven, where in heaven would you take people? You didn't expect that question, but that's something I'm asking myself right now. So. If you could take some people with you to heaven, where would you go? The Olive Garden? I gotta look into that. I can't really see names that well for. Down a street of gold. Okay, that sounds good. This sounds like a story we got going on here. This is pretty good stuff. I will check out these comments later in the replay. Good stuff. I asked because I had some dreams this morning, and there was nobody in the dream, but I was seeing some stuff from like the 1500s and stuff. I was walking around and doing stuff, but there wasn't anybody in the dream, so it just me. This is the time frame where I'm like, okay, maybe I should stop filming. But at about this point, when it gets boring, is sometimes when stuff happens. So the only thing we're waiting on, I think, right now is for the chopsticks to keep coming down. And sometimes in the past, when I get impatient and end it, is in the next 15, 20 minutes is when the big stuff happens. So. I'm getting the board, getting into the board state right now. Let me get the very tip of the chopstick there. Just a minute. Tilt up. There's something white on the right chopstick over there. On the very tip, there's something up there. I don't know. Something in white. Maybe it's a reflector for a laser or something like that. I'm gonna unplug the mic just to give you ambient sound. Yeah, Happy New Year. Thanks. Good morning. I can't see so well on the LCD right now. So, let me get this thing. So, what we saw yesterday around 2-3 p.m. in the afternoon, I believe it was, they rolled the booster down the highway, and now before 8 a.m. they have it on the platform here, standing on its own. So in less than 24 hours they can get the booster down and put it on the platform. That's just a good thing to make note of. They rolled it 2 miles down the highway, they got it up on the platform, and it's ready to go. In about probably 18 hours. They did all that in about 18 hours. Give or take several hours. All right, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'm going to sign off here. Paul and Michael's Ocean Camera Space Corp. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you on the next video. In 30 seconds. Okay, here we go. Thanks for tuning in. Be well, wish you the best on your adventures and your journeys today and throughout the rest of your days. Signing out. The journey here is to take video of the oceans on the different moons and planets all over the solar system and to store that water in 5, 4,